Now, a birdie told me that knows Aaron Rodgers, that works out with Aaron Rodgers. That's all I can tell you before I get my informant, my source, in trouble. He told me there is a deal on the table from the Jets that is hella tempting. But at the same time, it's basically those two decisions. And I heard that Aaron don't even really want to play for the Jets. That's like his second choice. His first choice was Miami, but then they picked up Tua's fifth-year option.
Aaron Rodgers' first choice was to come to the Miami Dolphins and replace Tua Tagovailoa.
A lot of people said I was washed, couldn't really play anymore, and then I won 2 MVPs in a row. I'm sure there's a lot of the same sentiment this year. Do I still think I can play? Of course. I can win MVP again, the right situation. Is that Green Bay or is that somewhere else? I'm not sure.
Now there's a shocker. It seems obvious that every quarterback wants to come down to the Miami Dolphins. Can we all admit something? Seriously, before you get ticked off, can we all admit something? That this offseason already has been very weird for the Miami Dolphins. Can we also all admit that outside of the war room of the Miami Dolphins, nobody knows what the hell is going on? And can we all admit that the Miami Dolphins are at least listening to any and all offers about quarterbacks coming to Miami? Understand, this is not a slight on Tua whatsoever. It's their job to listen. Forget what they say publicly. That's what they have to say. That's something else you have to admit to yourselves. But unless you believe that everyone except Mike McDaniel and Chris Greer are lying, then you definitely have to admit that something weird is going on. Aaron Rodgers wanted to come to the Miami Dolphins. Wow, seriously, even I haven't heard that one. At $50 million per year, I don't even know how that would be possible. Unless, of course, the Packers were willing to cut a deal where they said, hey, take this nutcase off our hands. We'll even pay $25 million of his salary. You just pay the other 25. I don't know. I'm not even sure if that kind of conversation took place. But what I do know is that every available quarterback looks at Miami as their prime spot. If coming to Miami was an absolute no-go, not gonna happen, forget about it, why would all the chatter continue to be about coming to Miami and possibly replacing Tua Tagovailoa? Here's what we all know for sure. Aaron Rodgers and Lamar Jackson still haven't signed a deal with any team. And because of that, the chatter will obviously continue.
San Francisco's cap situation wouldn't allow Aaron, but the AFC version of that is Miami. And because Tua has a following, and because he's been, kind of bounced around between the Deshaun Watson rumors and Ryan Fitzpatrick, you bring in Aaron. And Aaron looks at that and goes, I got a left tackle, Gesicki, 2 receivers, no state tax, single guy, down by the water, and you bring in and no Dolphin fan complains about replacing Tua. In fact, Tua probably doesn't, I don't know if it's possible. San Francisco light is Miami.
Wait, stop the presses. Coward has obviously never tangled with Tuanon. There's no way the Tuanon crowd would accept Aaron Rodgers replacing Tua Tagovailoa. Dude, you're dead wrong about that. In fact, it would be just the opposite. We'd probably see the Tuanon crowd grab torches and pitchforks and head down to the Miami Dolphins offices in defense of Tua Tagovailoa. Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong. Oh, and before you come here and attack me, no, I don't believe Aaron Rodgers is a fit for the Miami Dolphins. I don't even know if that chatter was true. It's just chatter. But what I do know for certain is that there is a lot of chatter about quarterbacks coming to Miami. I don't know why. They exercised Tua's 5th-year option. Haven't seen any signatures, but they've told us that they've exercised Tua's 5th-year option. Haven't seen much of Tua. I have no idea. But what we do know is the talk is continuing. Thus far, for all the chatters and rumors, every single quarterback so far has been turned away from the Miami Dolphins. But you have to admit, this is an extremely weird offseason. And it's only March. Talk to me. Tell me what you think about this. Was Aaron Rodgers ever thinking about coming to the Miami Dolphins? And what would you do if he came in and looked to replace Tua Tagovailoa? I think I already know the answer. But feel free to tell me anyways. Talk to you soon. Fins up.
Is anybody catching on to this Barry guy?